Hey y'all, it's Blue Moon Oracle and I'm here as promised with our full moon reading for air signs. So tonight I'll be doing 3 separate readings, kind of all in one video. I'll start with Gemini, move into Libra, and then Aquarius. They run about an hour long, 45 minutes to an hour long. But tonight we are going to check in. 2 weeks ago we did readings for your new moon intentions. Tonight we're going to follow up, see how things are going, check in and see kind of like what's going on, and find out what needs to be released, yada, 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 yada. I'm having some anxiety tonight. Fucking Mercury went into retrograde. So communication, Mercury rules communication. It'll be in retrograde to the 21st of February. Don't make any big decisions. Don't sign any contracts. Mercury rules communication. That includes negotiations, travel. So if you're going to travel, put in extra time for fucking delays. I'm probably going to stumble over my words. And don't make any major decisions. So we have that going on today on top of still being in the full moon phase, full moon in Leo. Leo's about taking center stage. It's about... just being confident and proud. And with the astrological stuff going on, we've got some shit going on with Saturn and Jupiter and the sun. That's kind of got everything exasperated on top of the Mercury in retrograde and the full moon. And the full moon already is emotional, right? And then Mars is in the crosshairs with all that going on. And what that means is it's just more challenging. So it's more challenging, okay? So be kind to your partners, be kind to your friends, be kind to yourself. Don't take things people are saying like to heart right now. We're all just affected by what's going on out here. And I keep tripping. I don't even know what I'm saying right now. So we're going to start with Gemini, tonight's readings. I'm going to put this up. Hold on a second. We're going to start with Gemini. I'm trying to calm my anxiety. It's just been nonstop today. Hi, Mary. Gemini. Okay, so for this full moon, kind of just a word overall is take a break. The chore list, all those things. Okay, they have to be done, but not now, not today. This is too much stuff going on. Take care of yourself for the next couple of days. Just rest. The laundry can get done later. And then with the Mercury in retrograde for the next, no, this goes on, this is for Gemini. So sun sign, moon sign, rising. And then if this is your north node, this reading is for you. With Mercury being in retrograde for Gemini, Gemini is about communication. So, anticipate some miscommunications, lots of phone calls or not getting phone calls. There'll be trouble with articulating what you want to say. I have a lot of Gemini in my chart, so hopefully this reading isn't fucked because of all this. But also lots of gossip. I don't know, try to stay out of it if you can. And you may be having some old friends come back into your life. So that's kind of, just be gracious with those around you. But you yourself just, I don't know, take a step back, think, and before we talk. Mercury has a lot to do with, like I said, communication. So just kind of calm it down, breathe, think through what we have to say for the next 2 weeks. Be kind to yourself. Okay. 2 weeks ago-ish, when we did the new moon, we talked about intentions for Geminis with the cards. And we talked about kind of getting organized and doing some healing. Meditation and contemplation came up for y'all, something to kind of try to work into things. We talked about wrapping up projects that had been kind of sitting around the house, and some of it was at work, and trying to incorporate that into an intention to just start wrapping up some things. Also, we talked a little bit about cutting away, like I think I talked about having swords is like the vision I was getting of like carefully and strategically cutting things, people, persons, situations, habits out of your life that were no longer bringing you joy, that were maybe blocking you from things. So those things, let's see how that's going. Okay, so the first half of the lunar cycle is about trying to implement those new intentions, right? And using the power of the attraction energy of the full moon, of the moon growing, the waxing phase, the growing phase, right? So now here we are, the full moon. You should start some of this already should be happening. Some of these things should be coming into play. But let's take a look and see what's going on. And if this is any indication of what the communication is going to be for me the rest of the night, then I'm sorry. I'm just going to apologize now because I feel like I'm just totally tripping over my words. Okay. So, Gemini, let's see how you guys are doing on your intentions. What have you been manifesting since the new moon? All right, good job. Okay. And doing a little bit of a different spread, I found. I really like this one. Next question is, what needs to be made known? It could be what's coming into play that you need to be made aware of, what needs to come to the surface. I don't know, just something that may need to be known. And I'll talk about the cards once they're all out. Okay, Gemini? What needs to be known? All right, and what needs releasing, because now that we are getting through the full moon phase, the moon is going to be getting smaller. It's got some powerful releasing energy. Also, this particular deck, my Witch's Tarot, don't do reversals. So, all right, so what do we need to release? And then what kind of energy is coming into play to assist, or what energy is needed is the next question. Oops, shit. All right, well, I'll just take them all. Okay. Guys have been still doing some work here, okay? And then the next question is about our intentions. Do we need to make adjustments? Do we need to add anything new? And this is the time that we, take and assess things. All right, and then the final question is going to be, what magic are we creating? So with, what's going to be the end result of this? Oh, that's pretty awesome. Of this. Okay, give me just a second here. Take a look at all this. This is good work. Okay. Good work, good work, good work. Okay. Okay, so what have we been manifesting? I finally figured out how to do it. We've got the 6 of Wands. I mean, this is about getting recognition for a job well done. This is a card about victory. It's a card about success. It's a card about, overcoming. One part of this is about overcoming fear of recognition. So, we talked about this in the last reading is, taking credit for some of the good things that we've done. And this is about getting credit for the good things that we've done, receiving praise, but getting recognition, success. So this is really just a card about success. So there's been a lot of success with implementing those changes when we set intentions at the beginning of the month, lunar cycle. Sorry, I didn't say month, but I'm going to get some clarity on that one. See if there's anything that we want to get a little specific about. For what have the Geminis been manifesting? All right, 3 cards jumped there. I'm going to stop because I feel like there was more than one. Okay. So I remember doing the intentions 2 weeks ago. We talked about kind of a give and take. You guys got a card about giving and giving and taking and being more about being there for your friends. And this is a card about give and take. This is the 6 of Materials or 6 of Pentacles. And this is about creating balance in relationships, and creating harmony in relationships. So asking for help when we need help, being there for people when they need us. So there's been some harmony in play for some of you in your interpersonal relationships. I'm getting mostly like in romantic and friendship, and possibly like with siblings. There's been some healing in those relationships there. Then we got two other major arcanas, but I'll get to those. We got the Ten of Voices here. This is about the, this is a card about deep grief. This is a card about pain coming to the surface. This is about getting the rest of, I mean, like those swords are all piercing through her entire body. And it's, I mean, it's got her entire like spine. I mean, she surrendered to the pain. I mean, she like surrendered to the pain, just letting it come out, just letting it come to the surface. So some of you are, you know, really doing like that thing. We're talking about cutting away stuff and just allowing that pain to come out and allowing it to be released. And 10 is an end and a beginning. So you have reached the end of the swords, and the swords are like such a bitch. They're all about mental torment and mental anguish. And you know, that mental torment and anguish is pain here. This is the end of that journey for some of you. You've been really doing it there. And it probably has a lot to do with these two cards. Okay, hold on. These are major arcana cards. So some of you really are having some major life transformational shit go on. Major arcana cards are glimpses into the subconscious. They are karmic expression. I mean, they indicate that there are, you know, forces bigger than us kind of at work and at play in your life. And so the two cards we have here are, God damn this shit. Okay. The Lovers card. And then we have the Hermit. There's been some healing in some romantic relationships. And I think that kind of goes with the Six of Pentacles or Six of Materials here. There's been some healing in some partnerships, relationships. This more of like love relationships. I really feel very strongly that there's been some harmony, domestic harmony coming into play there. And typically I don't get that with this card because ultimately, big picture, this card is about internal harmony and balance of the duality that we have within us. Major life choices have been made here, major life choices, and they've been done successfully. This is also a card that indicates that there's been divine, this is angel wings here, so there's some divine support, and you're seeking out that divine support through these choices. So there's just there's a couple of meanings with this Lovers card, and at its core, it's about it's about integration of self. It's about healing. It's about after this kind of healing, what happens when there's a wholeness that comes internally. So that's also happened for some of you. So, I mean, on the Rider-Waite deck, it's the Archangel Raphael, which means God heals. And so I feel like also there's some of you are actual healers too. And maybe now you're realizing that you have this ability to heal, and that's pretty awesome. And then the Hermit. The Hermit is the number 9. And 9 is a humanitarian card. This is Virgo energy. So you guys also got the beginning, but not last month, it's technically this month. So at the beginning of the lunar cycle, you all had some intentions about getting organized around the home. You actually had a Virgo moonology card come up, new moon in Virgo, and it was about, did I write it down? I don't think I wrote it down, but I remember it it was about getting organized, but it was a new moon in Virgo card that you got in the moonology. And this is that Virgo energy. And so you guys have been doing that. You've been getting that stuff done. And all of this is just all reiteration of just success from the goals that you were setting earlier on. You've been having success. And then some of you have really beefed up your alone time, your meditation time, because the Hermit also is about, you know, going and spending time alone. And then also, the Hermit also can represent a spirit guide appearing to you. Some of you have been having some dreams, and someone's like visiting you, talking to you in your dream. Like, that would be a spirit guide, just so in case you didn't know that. Just wanted to let you know. So you guys have been doing, guys and girls have been, and whatever, y'all have been doing really good there. So the next card is what needs to be known. And I'm going to get clarification on it because you got another major arcana card here, but here we have the devil. Well, we're not going to get scared of the devil. Lucifer is the angel of light. And so whenever this card shows up, all this means is that some light is about to come in. You know, shadow work is my thing. And to see a shadow, you need light to come in. So I mean, we also talked about this 2 weeks ago too. You know, cutting away things that no longer serve us. Some of this is to deal with some addictions, facing some addictions and addictive behaviors or compulsive behaviors that are just unhealthy and not good for you. And this is about kind of dealing with those for some of you. For also some codependency falls into kind of that category. Some things that are distracting you. And for some of you, I'm not getting that it's like, oh, I need to go to treatment kind of level stuff. It's just, it's like you kind of go from, I don't know, one obsession to the other. It's like a distraction. I mean, I'm going to do that. Well, I also am an alcoholic. I've been sober almost 10 years, but you know, kind of like going from one thing after another that's really distracting you. You know, the devil really is something that's created by us at some point in our life, I don't know, to kind of hide some pain, mask some pain, right? And then it becomes this scary big thing, and I don't know. I keep getting that the light is coming in. That's what I feel like this means, but I'm going to get some clarity on this. I'm going to use the Sacred Geometry Activation deck for this because in my experience, when the light has come in and the shadow self appears, I mean, you know, this can be a little painful, can be a little uncomfortable. Let's just go with that. So Sacred Geometry will give us some clarity on that. I already shuffled it. I don't want to do it again. As to what needs to be made known for Geminis, the rest of this lunar cycle. And this is clarification from this devil card. And this is a life pattern. This is a pattern of behavior, pattern of relationship behavior, whether it's with substance, whether it's with a behavior or type of relationship. It's just an unhealthy pattern, a destructive pattern. Some of you, it's a Capricorn. This is a Capricorn card. Some of you are in a relationship with a Capricorn or a Capricorn's coming into your life. I'm not saying that they're bad because Capricorns aren't bad. I'll get more. I got to read this. I'm blind for tiny writing. I feel like there's definitely more. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. You know, and something with this devil card too that, where the hell did that one just go? Oh, shit. I mean, I know I heard one. Oh, here it goes. Okay. The devil card is also the number 15. And so it's really actually the counterpart for this lover's card here. This is 6. And in this version, they look eerily similar, except for there's the angel. I mean, they're both angels. So, I mean, this is, once this happens and this light comes in, then there's this integration of self. There's this healing here. So this isn't a bad thing. I mean, the Capricorn coming into your life for some of you could be pretty good, pretty awesome. But I'm going to find out here in a second. Yeah. Okay. So the cards you got are healing, realization, and then cosmic flower, and I'll explain what that means. So there is some healing going on, definitely. some healing going on. I'm holding this close. Screenshot this, Gemini, so you can spend a little time in meditation with it. So the colors and the shapes and the amount of dots on here activate things in the subconscious. This is going to be a card of healing. We're releasing patterns of behavior that are destructive. Some of them can be just thought patterns, but this is obsessive compulsive type behavior. And it could be, again, thoughts, drugs, alcohol, could be sex, it could be relationship patterns, it could be too much social media, it could be anger. Healing is coming into play. But this is a major archetypal theme. This is something that's kind of been there. I feel like for a few of you, you've kind of traveled through the gamut on addiction type stuff. Like, I feel like, and I'm not judging, I've done it. Okay, then we've got realization. The frequency of realization supports, oh shit, I didn't even read that one, sorry. Healing. The frequency of healing supports our intrinsic ability to restore our health and wholeness by consciously using the information that comes to us through our senses, harmonizing everything accordingly. And this number 6, 15 and 6 is about harmonizing. So again, healing. Okay. Then you got realization, number 37. The frequency of realization supports the internal process of becoming aware of our heart-centered truth, as well as the external process of becoming our highest expression in the world. So this goes with releasing whatever's hidden in there. So when Lucifer, the angel of light, when the devil comes into play, light is coming into play to reveal what's hidden. And this is going to be internally. So screenshot that, take a picture of that, look at that. So realization is needed. And then cosmic flower, the frequency of the cosmic flower activates our remembrance of the place we call home, the core from which we pour our magnificence out into the world. And I'm really feeling this is like finding self and finding whatever it is you've been looking for here in your set, in self. Cosmic flower. God, these stupid lights. Trying to trick it. There you go. So that's what's coming into play is behavior, thought patterns. A few of you, it may be a Capricorn coming into your life. Let me see if this Capricorn coming in, for the few that it is, what we need to know about this Capricorn, just real quick, because just because it's the devil card doesn't mean it's about, not all Capricorns are bad. I don't know why a Capricorn's assigned to the devil card. It just is. All right, tell me about this Capricorn for the people that it is a person coming into their life. Tell me about this Capricorn. That's really way too many cards, but I am going to peek at it. I mean, it's a karmic situation. It's a karmic situation. I have a feeling that, okay, there's a Cancer cross-watching right now. Oh shit, am I talking to myself? Oh God, it better not be this fucking Capricorn. Okay, anyway, I'm not talking to myself. I might be. It's a karmic situation, whoever this Capricorn is, for some of you. One or, I don't know, it's a couple of you. It's a love relationship. And I think it's somebody that you already have known and you've kind of walked away from. And it was a painful ending. But this is a new beginning. It's a chance to start over with this person. I swear to God, if that was for me, because I have a lot of, my Venus is in Gemini. I have a lot of Gemini in my chart. And if that was for me, I'm going to come back and tell you. Anyway. Okay. Trying to think if there's anything else needed for that. I feel like I don't want to get into the nitty gritty of what your obsessions are. Some of you, I feel like you need to look into the shadow work thing. I mean, all of you could benefit from it if you want. I mean, whatever. But looking into doing shadow work, and that's something that I help with. I didn't have anybody help me. Technically, I looked it up, so you could do it on your own. It's not something you absolutely need someone to help you with, but I'd be more than happy to help you with. So what needs releasing? What needs releasing is next. We got 4 cards that jumped. We got, I'm going to show you them first. 8 of Swords. Queen of Pentacles. 9 of Cups. And the Star. And I just broke a nail. Damn it. Okay. It needs to be released. No, we think we just did. No, we did. What needs to be known. This is what needs to be released. So this Eight of Swords is about self-limiting beliefs. It's about self-imposed prisons, and the swords have to do with thoughts and ideas and attitudes about self. In this particular situation, it's about herself, himself, their self. This is the number 8, which means this is a pattern of thinking about self that has got in the way many times from moving forward. And you may have pushed through in the past a couple of times here and there, but this is something that has come back and haunted you a bit. That needs to be released. So when you, and this is the great time to do it, especially with the Mercury retrograde actually coming in, and then also the waning moon. It's a good time to just sit down and then write down things about yourself that you believe, like negative things about yourself. Just write them down. Just be honest with yourself. Write them down. Put them on paper. And then on the other column, write down the exact opposite, something positive. But this is a good time to let them go. And then I'll be posting something about a releasing ritual that really helps with visualizing this kind of stuff, Leave. Queen of Pentacles, Nine of Cups. This is about releasing. I'm going to get some clarification on these. I need some more on this for these last 3 cards about releasing. I do know some of you are just a little too, are really focused on caretaking to a degree that's unhealthy of your partner, of people, and there's some neglect going on of self. I'm thinking it's closer relationships because this is a Pentacles card. And yeah, there's some healing that has to take place. Learning to this is about integrating. This is releasing the shadow. This has to do with this Eight of Swords here too. This is about redefining your sense of self and letting go of those limiting beliefs. This is the Chariot. What are we releasing here? We're releasing the fear of going forward. The Chariot's about moving forward, going forward with confidence in your life's purpose. So there's fear blocking us. There's some kind of fear blocking us from moving forward. There's been a pattern of here, we're getting stuck assessing and looking and healing. Some of you, it's time to get out of the healing phase. This is the Four of Voices and the Seven of Pentacles. So you've been doing a lot, some of you, it's time to move beyond this healing. The Four of Voices is about going inward and healing after the heartbreak of the Three of Swords. This is in reverse. It's time to come out of that. And the Seven of Pentacles, in the Seven of Pentacles, we're looking at our life, okay? We're assessing, work and finances and our home life and our love life and, our family history. And, it's about assessing and it's a crossroads. It's time to make a decision in those areas, and it's time to trust yourself and kind of move forward. And that's, I think what this Chariot has to do too, is it's like time to make decisions. It's time to take action. It's time to come out of that introspective place and take action and move forward. And for some of you, that's the self-limiting beliefs. For some of you, you feel like you got to take care of whatever this is. And it's an unhealthy way of taking care of something or somebody. It's somebody that doesn't need taking care of. And it's got you kind of distracted from what you need to do for your life, for your life's purpose. And I'm also getting that there is somebody, some people, there's, you're in a relationship that it's not going to be new. This will be confirmation, but It's an earth sign. It's a Taurus. It's a Capricorn. Damn, another Capricorn. It's a Taurus. It's a Taurus, a Capricorn, or a Virgo person in your life that has stolen your attention. And I feel like it has to do with this type of a relationship. It's just like an obsessive kind of. Maybe obsessive is a little, no, obsessive, it's an unhealthy relationship. It's a pattern of unhealthy relationship. And it steals your focus away from like your work, from getting things done, taking care of your responsibilities at home. There's some kind of dynamic to this relationship that's unhealthy, but I feel like it's, this person that you're with is an earth sign. This is separate from the person who's doing the caretaking. And then is a releasing. I feel like there needs to be some release of hope. You need to, this card's about wish fulfillment and hope. And, you know, these represent, you know, like, the chakras being balanced and cleared. And, you know, here she's, subconscious and the conscious mind flowing, you know, and she's naked and vulnerable. Was it you that we said? No, that was somebody else. That was Aquarius. This is an Aquarius card. This is about letting go of control. And I mean, in a sense, letting go of control in a spiritual way, and allowing things outside of yourself to help you. And it doesn't have to be spiritually another person, but this is about letting go of control and surrendering and being vulnerable, and allowing good things to come into your life. I think this has to still do with that self-limiting belief. The self-limiting belief here and these self-imposed prisons, it's like blocking you from feeling like you deserve good things. And then this is weird because this is the Nine of Cups. It's a wish fulfillment card. You know, and she's by herself in this card, and this could be for man or woman. And she's satisfied. It's a wish fulfillment. It's the end of the Cups journey. There's a satisfaction there. I mean, but there's like, they're settling. She's settled. Like, you know, how long can you be comfortable on a cement bench? Like, how long can you be comfortable there? I mean, how long can that be comfortable? So I feel like, it's time to take your wishes and like go ahead and dream bigger. So releasing yourself to dream bigger. That goes with this wish fulfillment card. This is the Nine of Cups. And that is a wish fulfillment card, but this is the dream come true card here. So releasing yourself to dream big for yourself. Don't just ask for a raise, like try to go for that big job. You know what I mean? Write down what you want and then ask for something bigger from the universe, part of your intentions. That's there. And then so, setting intentions, do we need to adjust anything for intentions? We got the Three of Pentacles. Y'all have been going through it for a fucking while, man. The Geminis have. The Three of Pentacles. I feel like I'm missing a fucking stack here. I swear I'm missing something. Okay, that was releasing. This is energy coming in, or is this is energy coming in? Hold on, give me a second. I'm missing this happens to me. This happened to me yesterday twice. I know that's the last card for sure. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and see if this gets confirmed. What energy is needed for all this? What energy is coming in to assist with this? What energy is coming in? Okay, that must be the right card. What energy is coming in? All right. Got the you got the Hermit again. And it's interesting. Yeah, I mean, You got the Three of Pentacles, the Hermit, and then the Five of Pentacles. I mean, this Five of Pentacles is this is about, mostly this card's known for being like the poverty card. It's kind of like the Pentacle counterpart for that. It's like this kind of thinking ends up with this kind of material life. I mean, that's kind of how that works. But the question that I ask has to be taken into consideration. So the upside of this card would be, you know, there's hope here in this bright window. It's supposed to be symbolic of a church, or, you know, of faith, of hope, of light. So I feel like hope and faith and it is coming in, but it's like going to be found through you get the Hermit again. So some of you already had the Hermit and manifested that Hermit, and that time you've been practicing the meditation, you've been doing that, you've been looking inward, whatever that looks like for you, journaling, whatever, therapy. This is the energy that's coming in to help again. And for some of you, it'll be new. Hermit is about going inwards, retreating, but not in a retreating to heal, like in this Four of Voices you got over. This is about retreating to heal after your heart's been crushed and broken. Okay? It's about like self-care. This is retreating to go inward and to deal with the shadow. I mean, look, she's closing her laptop. She's like, okay, I'm gonna go away. I'm gonna go away for the weekend. I'm gonna go, you know, cut off kind of the things that I'm doing to like escape it. I'm gonna go spend time, carve time out purposefully to go inward and to look at things, to reassess. I mean, whether it's your finances or your work-life balance or your career or your relationships. It's like what's needed right now is literal time carved out to sit and focus on that. It doesn't have to be all guru, like spiritual. It's just setting aside time to take a look, closing down outside distraction. She's closing that laptop there. And really looking at what needs to change, whether it's inside or outside of you. But this is about carving away time alone. So here's how this works in the universe. You can carve this time out for yourself, because this is a major arcana card. So this is a karmic expression. This is an archetypal theme. What that means is this is like a lesson, like a life lesson from the, like, you know, it's like so that you can grow, so that you can become a better person, you know, whatever. It's part of your path. So you can choose this path and you can make this a priority, but it's coming. So other ways it can come is through, I mean, I don't know about you, but what usually sends me to this place by myself is heartache, is pain, is, you know, I mean, hell, it could be a job loss. That's what another thing that this could mean. It could be a literal job loss is coming into play. That's going to cause everything to have to be dealt with. This literally could mean you're losing your job, some of you. Financial kind of destruction. I mean, and this could be potentially what's happening for some of you to kind of get to that next place if there's been some kind of, I don't know, resistance. But I don't look at cards, and I'm not scared of cards, because we can say, what do I need to do to avoid this? I mean, some of it, maybe you can't. This is not a major arcana card. That's just a regular card, some details. This is the major one. This is how we avoid some of this stuff. Some people, I think it just is actually going to happen. And then that's going to kind of bring on this collaboration card. And this is about sitting down. This is about collaboration, working with professionals, working with the spiritual realm, working with your friend, your partner. This is like where you sit down and you get to planning this would be the equivalent of like a project team coming together to get something in play. But this is about your personal life. I mean, that's the kind of energy that's needed. So that can happen a couple of ways, through like job loss and financial pain, just despair, or through choosing to go carve out time to like really look inward. They're being kind of direct. Let me get clarification on that Five of Pentacles just in case. I mean, we're looking at a completion of a cycle here. So it's going to happen one way or the other. I mean, don't be mad at me. I'm just the messenger. But that means that this is like a completion of this cycle. So whatever here, this, it's time to deal with this, and this is going to be dealt with one way or, it looks like one way or another. It's going to come to the surface through your choice and through facing it, or it kind of just being brought out. The universe is at play here. But it's a good thing. It's kind of, I see where it'd be kind of scary. What is broken nail? Damn it. But the outcome of it all, though, so that's kind of rough. That was kind of rough for some of you. The outcome of it all, what we got here, we got two cards. We got the Hierophant, and we've got the Seven of Wands. And the very first card you got, what are you manifesting? You got the Six of Wands. So, I mean, that's always good to see us move through a suit from 6 to 7. I mean, that's a good thing. We want to move through the suits. This is about, you know, arriving to the top of you've just gotten victory here. So some of you have already had this. Some of you are going to attain this through this cycle. I mean, we're talking in the next 2 weeks for the rest of this moon cycle. That's what this reading's about. So this is going to get dealt with. Or Capricorn's coming in your life. But there's stuff coming up, nonetheless. Because you got this Chariot card here too, which is also, see the white and dark horses. It's also about dealing with the light and dark inside of us, the shadow and the light. And then that's what this Lover's card is too. Here, it's about dealing with the masculine and feminine, the both sides, of duality within us. And that's exactly what this is. There's different levels going on here of dealing with that internal duality and the conflicts internally. It's a lot. I mean, and you all, I forgot to mention that this is a Gemini card. So this is y'all. So you got and then you got the Hierophant. And this is about, I mean, this is in a lot of ways about, it's a transformation. Number 5, it's change, it's freedom. In this particular, she's, you know, using her experience to, it's like an altruistic type card. So like you're coming through something really rough, and you're going to be sharing that experience with other people, helping them. So this is pretty successful here. Some of you are going to go into a business where you are helping people, or you're changing your careers into helping people. I'm going to look this particular one up because I know in this deck there's a different meaning, and I feel like it's pretty relevant to this. This is what happens when you get new decks. Yeah, you're coming through this transformation here, and this is about learning more. Finding like-minded communities for this new phase of your life that you're in, and and I feel like this has to do with like some of the recovery stuff in here. This is about finding communities, studying, learning, growing, finding like-minded people, and looking at the past to learn from the past, and then being able to share that experience with others. Yeah, I mean, altruistic. I mean, I'm thinking like AA, NA, SA, Codependence Anonymous. I mean, they're all Zoom if you're doing that. That's coming to mind. Some of you have been thinking about going to school and some classes for some stuff. It's like, this is time to do that. But really, this is about success, and it's about attaining to that next level. But this card is telling me that, you know, not everyone's going to be happy about your success, but like, fuck them. This is about you. Stay true. This is about dealing with now the next level is going to be, you know, I think we talked about that with your Mercury in retrograde, with all of our Mercury in retrograde, is miscommunications and conflict. And this is about dealing with confrontation. But this is about standing your ground in your success and maintaining those like boundaries and like being like, hey, I've arrived here and I'm fucking staying here and I'm not going backwards. I'm going to move forward. And you're going to have the energy to be able to do that. You're moving forward, Gemini. And I'm going to just do one more clarifier for that to see if there's anything else with that there. I think we have different people watching tonight than we normally do. Yeah, what's needed here is, so you're going to have a changed, interesting. You have the Hanged Muse. Sorry, this deck is non-binary. The Hanged Muse. This is about surrender, letting go, a change in perspective. And I think we talked about the need to let go of control. That's like through all of this is like letting go of control. And then you have the Star card here as something you needed to release, like releasing yourself to be allowed to hope. Well, the Star showed up in this deck as an end result. And that is a card of like a dream come true. I mean, alignment. The stars are aligned. And that's what's coming in for you, Geminis. The stars aligning for you and in your life. But all that's required is some surrender and some release. And, you know, use the energy of the moon. I feel like for most of you, this is going to be the first time you do it. What do you got to lose? We're home. We're stuck with COVID. Like, I mean, we don't have fucking social life. That's how I got into all this. What do you got to lose? Write down the things that you need to release. We talked about releasing your fear of, there's a fear of success, a fear of happiness, a fear of dreaming big, you're settling. Some of you needed to release a earth sign in your life, an actual relationship, but it's more than that. It's the pattern of the relationship. We're releasing control. We're coming out of isolation. We're time to make decisions. We don't have to know all the details. We're just going to go ahead and go with that. It's time to stop analyzing and start doing. So trusting yourself. And those are some of the things that, you know, you can add to your intentions to move forward through the rest of the moon cycle and release, use the power of the moon to do it. And I'll be posting soon in a couple days, like how you do that. Okay. All right, Gemini, thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to move into Aquarius. So Gemini, I'm going to say it when can't do it. Namaste. The spirit in me recognizes the spirit in you. As you work to free yourself, you help free me. As I work on myself, I help to free you because we are connected. It's all energy. And I just feel blessed to be able to share this kind of intimate stuff with you and to be able to go through it with you because I am going through the same things with you. I am having these paradigm shifts. I am having to face things that, you know, are kind of painful to face. But once we surrender and let go, it's the thought of surrendering and letting go that's frightening. The actual surrender and then the relief afterwards is actually very freeing. So I will see you in 2 weeks and we will see where things are at going into the next new moon. But love you, Gemini. I'm debating if I'm going to take a break or if I'm just going to move on in to who's next. Libra. We're going to do Libra next. Really made a chance to get all these cards together. I wish there was a way to, like, I don't know, put you on hold for a second. I don't think there's a way to do that. At least I haven't figured that out yet. Maybe I can manifest a tech person to help me figure all this shit out. I don't know why I have my heater on because I'm starting to sweat now. It's super hot in here. All right. No, I'm not ready yet. Libra. Where did I put her stuff? Their stuff. I think what I might do is go ahead and take a break and then come back in a few minutes and do Libra. I've got to shuffle the cards. I use a lot of decks. I don't normally use this many different decks, but give me 5 minutes and I will be back and we'll go into the Libra full moon reading. And then when that's done, we'll move into Aquarius. So I'll be back. See you in a few minutes. Thanks.